Hi everyone, Alex 2.0 here, and I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy. You can see the ticket stub. And if you've seen my past videos, you know I'm not the biggest James Gunn fan. This movie was the worst thing since Howard the fucking Duck. It was a piece of crap. No, I'm just kidding. I'd never seen Howard the Duck. Actually, this movie and Howard the Duck have nothing in common, no connection whatsoever. So, moving on. In all seriousness, I really enjoyed this movie. This was a fun movie, from beginning to end. Very light, very full of action. Some good character moments. Really liked the characters. What I enjoyed the most about this movie, not just the comedy and the action, but how the characters bounce off each other. They really have good chemistry in this movie. The five main Guardians of the Galaxy. Chris Pratt does a good job. Zoe Saldana, she does a good job. She kicks ass. Rocky Raccoon, he's hilarious. Groot, he has moments himself. And Batista as Drax. I'm not the biggest fan of Batista. I never really liked him as a wrestler, but he did a good job in this movie. I think, like I said, I'm not the biggest James Gunn fan, but he really impressed me this time. So I gotta give it up to James Gunn. You did a good job, man. So I forgive and forget those past movies I didn't really like. Except for Slither. Slither was okay. But all the crap he's done, I forgive. It's all good. It's all good, man. You made a fun sci-fi flick. I really liked this. Really enjoyed myself in the theater. Great theater experience. Big crowd. Everyone had fun. I don't want to go into spoilers. In case no one's you haven't seen it yet. I definitely recommend it. Again, Marvel Studios has knocked that out of the park. They've been very consistent with the resume. So, and I can't wait for more. But I will say that the only weak thing about the movie that I didn't go crazy about was the villain. It's not that he was bad, but he was just kind of there. It's not I wouldn't say it's the actor's fault, because acting wise the villain was decent, but overall it wasn't an amazing great villain. But not horrible, but not I would say it's one of the reasons why he doesn't stand out like, let's say, someone like Loki, because you're really just more invested with the heroes, a lot more, which is a good thing. It's not that bad. It's not a bad thing. I prefer to be invested more in the heroes anyway. But that's really the only I guess complaint or negative about the movie. Everything else is good. Action, special effects, the humor works. Oh, the humor works so well. The characters. I think I said that. No, yeah, characters. Yeah, hold on. Characters, humor, story. Story was good. Action, special effects, all good. All five of the main characters, they all work well. All likable. Had their moments to shine. Even like some of the supporting characters, like Michael Rooker, who was in Slither with James Gunn. He had some cool moments too. I don't want to give anything away, but he has some funny moments in the movie. I like some of the designs of some alien humanoid they have in the movie. That was interesting. Um, um, if you thought like everyone knows this already, the character Groot, voiced by Vin Diesel, he just says "I am Groot" in the movie, pretty much, but it never gets old. That's the thing. And that's what is impressive about that character. That him saying "I am Groot" does not get old. He always says it in a different tone, different manner, different context. So it works. And he has a cool, badass moments with him and Rocket. Yeah. Speaking of Rocket, I can't say he stole the show because, like I said, all 5 of the main characters all shined in the film. So I can't really say he stole the show, but he was one of the highlights of the film. Bradley Cooper did the voice, as you all know. And again, I'm not the biggest Bradley Cooper fan. Besides this movie, the only other movie I liked him in was Silver Linings Playbook. But I wasn't the biggest fan of the Hangover movies. But he did a good job here. He was funny, charismatic. The character kicked ass. So Zoe Saldana, any color she's in, she's beautiful. She kicked ass in this movie. She kicked ass, took names. She didn't take shit from no one. Chris Pratt, he was funny, charismatic, very likable, and he has a backstory to him that you see in the beginning of the film. I don't want to give away, but where you get to some character development there, and you get to see how he got where he is now in the film, the entire film, which that was really well done. Really, really interesting way to open the film. I don't want to give too much away. I think that's pretty much everything I can say about the movie with no spoilers, pretty much. So yeah, I mean, this movie really impressed me. If I had to rank them, if I had to rank it compared to the other Marvel Studio films, I don't know. I right now, I just saw the movie, but right now I'll say it's right behind Winter Soldier and the Avengers, and yeah, I would say that, like, number 3 for now, because I still enjoyed Winter Soldier and the Avengers more, but I also I've only seen Winter Soldier once as well, so I don't know. My opinion might change on that, but still, overall, Guardians of the Galaxy is one badass fun flick, and I can't recommend it enough. And I'm very curious what to do with the sequel. And one thing I didn't mention was the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. I love the retro songs. You heard in the trailer, "Hooked on a Feeling," "Ain't No Mountain High," and other songs I don't want to really give away, but any other more, but the soundtrack, it just fit well with the tone of the film, and that's why it works so well. But final thoughts. Overall, Guardians of the Galaxy is a fun flick. If you haven't seen it, definitely see it this weekend, so it can make 100 opening weekend, but I'm pretty sure it will. But it's really surprising how well this film is doing, because I didn't think this movie was gonna flop or anything, but I never thought it was gonna be this much of a hit. Who would have thought Guardians of the Galaxy was gonna be out of all the comic book adaptations of this year, of the summer, was gonna be the biggest one opening? who saw that coming? Honestly, who saw that coming? But anyway, final thoughts. Really enjoyed the characters. Story was good. Action, humor, special effects, soundtrack, all were really good. Villain wasn't so great, but not that bad anyway. But um, overall, it's a good movie. Good movie, and that's it. And next week, well, I still have to review the animated Ninja Turtles film from 2007 with my cousin, and then he will be back for the reboot of Ninja Turtles, so that's gonna be some fun. But yeah, Guardians was awesome. So oh, and by the way, I'm gonna the Roundtable show. Want to give a plug to that. We're gonna review the I guess we're gonna do a full in-depth spoiler review. This Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll leave the link of the Facebook page and where you can hear other podcasts. But it's we're gonna have it this Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested, definitely check us out. We'll all talk about the film. So yeah. I am 2.0. Adios.